Is virtual queuing the future of theme parks? And is virtual queue a good thing or a bad thing? Well, in this week's episode of Conquering Theme Parks, we're going to conquer virtual queuing. What's up, weirdos? Welcome back to another episode of the Conquering Theme Parks. Well, in this week, we're going to talk about virtual queuing. What brought me up to this topic is Universal Studios Hollywood is opening up a new attraction based on The Secret Life of Pets. And it is rumored that there is no queue involved with this attraction. They're going to open it up with just straight up virtual queue. Well, at least for now, they don't have a queue. And a lot of you guys already know what a virtual queue is with the other name called Boarding Pass from Disney. But before we talk into virtual queuing, I want to talk about something that had the same concept and is not used the same way anymore. Disney Fast Passes. So when Disney introduced Fast Passes in 1999, they had the same concept as virtual queues. You go get a time slot and it's basically waiting in line without waiting in line. And that's pretty much what a virtual queue is nowadays. So my one experience I've had with virtual queue is with Rise of Resistance. And I enjoyed it a lot. We got boarding group 22, and it's one of the first groups that they call up in the beginning of the day. We did get called around 11:30 in the morning, about 3 hours after the park opened. Well, that's because they had a delay of opening up the attraction in the morning, which happens a lot with Rise of the Resistance. But my whole overall experience, once they finally called us in and we were able to get checked in, we didn't wait more than 5 to 10 minutes to get onto the attraction, which is unheard of for a brand new attraction that's only a couple months old. I remember waiting for Radiator Springs Racers when they first opened that attraction. I waited 3, almost 4 hours in that line to get on. So virtual queue is good for that specific reason. It eliminates a lot of the standby wait. And a lot of people know that Rise of Resistance is going to end up having a queue and a fast pass at some point. It's just once the hype dies down for the attraction. But with the Secret Lives of Pets at Universal Studios Hollywood, it makes me wonder, are theme parks going to go straight into virtual queuing and there's no such thing as a queue anymore? I don't know. It's probably going to be based off how well it's perceived from the Secret Lives of Pets attraction when it opens up. I don't see Disneyland doing this though. I see Disneyland only using it for when attractions first open up, and then when the hype dies down, then they're going to open up the queue and fast passes. So based off of Rise of Resistance and a lot of other attractions, the queue of the attraction is more than just switchbacks all day. It's part of the story. Look at Indiana Jones. You're walking into the temple and you're walking through the caves and everything, so it immerses you a little bit more. So that's why I don't think Disneyland is fully going to implement straight boarding passes. But there's a little bit inside me that thinks maybe Disney will. Based off of Rise of Resistance, we waited in line for probably 5 to 10 minutes. The minute we got inside the area that has BB-8 and Ray, and until we get onto the ride vehicle, is a whole story. So if Disney is going to implement virtual queue straight up, no standby wait, no fast passes, and this is how they do it, I can see them putting a whole story along before you even get on the ride vehicle. So there's a small chance that Disney could do that, and there's probably a bigger chance that Universal will do that. Some of you might be thinking, oh, okay, virtual queue is freaking amazing, it's got to, there's no drawback. But there are a couple drawbacks here. Virtual queuing takes out a lot of the rewriting ability. So with Rise of Resistance, you're only allowed to book one boarding pass throughout the day. So that means you can only ride the attraction once with the boarding pass, instead of maybe waiting in line for one to ride the attraction and then getting a fast pass and coming back and riding it a second time in the same day, which I used to do all the time with new attractions. Rise of Resistance, I was only able to ride it once, and I wish I could have rode it again the same day. So it takes away the rewriting ability of an attraction. So do I really think this is the future of theme park attractions? No. I feel like an attraction should always have a standby wait, just in case you're not able to get a boarding pass and it screws up your whole day, because you can't even get a virtual queue on for attraction, as you could tell from Disney. the virtual queues could be gone within the first hour of the park opening. What if I can't get to the park by opening? There's no way I can ride the attraction then? Standby is a must for attraction, but I can see it as a way of opening up a new attraction. It limits how many people get to go on. Wait times are a lot less, so you're not spending the whole entire day waiting for just one attraction. And I can see this going on as a trend for theme parks, is when a new ride opens up and it has a lot of hype behind it, like Rise of Resistance, and apparently Secret Life of Pets has a lot of hype behind it right now too for it to open up. So virtual queue would be the best option for theme parks to open up new attractions and get more people to ride the attraction, because I know it might mess up a lot of people's attitude towards the attraction, waiting 3-hour long lines for an attraction that's probably 3 minutes long. So I'm gonna leave it off to you guys. Do you think virtual queue is a good idea? Virtual queue is a bad idea? Or do you think this is the future of theme parks? There's no such thing as queues anymore, and there's gonna straight virtual queue every attraction. Comment down below your response. Well, I hope you guys liked this week's Conquering episode. Hit that like button if you liked it. Hit that subscribe button for more adventures. Also, check out the links at the end of my video for more of me, more of my adventures, and where to find me on the social media, guys. Peace out, weirdos.